So following on from the first video, I'm going to use this video to go through and demonstrate how the booking system works, and then we're going to delve into the code and how each element of the code reads from the record sets and calculates if there's been bookings for particular rooms, highlight the rooms that are booked, and then basically alert the user that these rooms are booked on these dates, and that you basically will have to book different rooms, and how the actual code uses record sets, record set manipulation to add the records after it's been checked, a record set verification, server side validation, and then what we're going to do is we're going to add records to the system. So it uses selection and iteration for different components of checking through the record sets. If I go back to where we left off from the first video, you'll see that I have the num rooms, which is text box, and in there I have the loop, as I say, which loops through and checks this value count r, and count r equals count r plus 1, so it goes through. So if you have put in the number of rooms as 3, get number of rooms equals me dot number of rooms, so me dot num rooms. So if you event 3 into that text box, it'll start off and doing a loop. It'll say 0 is not equal to 3, so that becomes 1, count r becomes 1, and the controls for or, which is the room number, the text box with or, and all of them begin with or, and then r1, so it'll go r1 becomes visible, properties in the control, r2, properties in the control become visible, this visible becomes true, and r3. So if I show you this here actually working on the booking form, I'm just going to close the code. If I put in 3, and as that's updated, it'll add 3 of the controls become visible. 4 will allow 4 of the controls to become visible. What I want to do now is talk about the actual database system. So you'll see we have the reservations, and we have the actual reservations rooms, which is the many for that component. What I've done is I've actually created a query, and in that query I've joined rooms and reservation rooms and customers details would be useful for if you were actually, so this basically turns your relational database into a flat file system, which shows there for reservation 6 I can see that the same person will repeat itself. So a relational database, all I need is the actual customer ID, but if I was typing this out individually for every booking, every room, I would have to put in all of that information. So flat file is very useful for your end of reporting system, where you would want to maybe have in the invoice or the receipt the person's forename and surname, and you can read that off. What I'm looking at for is I want to have the room number and the date from and date to, and check from that query if them dates first of all are booked and what rooms are booked for them. So if I give you an example from the system, then I can see that for around the 26th of the 12th there's 2 actual reservations, reservation 2 and reservation 3, and if I look at the actual intermediary table for the reservation rooms, I can see that 5 rooms have been booked. So 1, 2, 4, 5 and 6 have been booked. So if I go ahead with them dates for any of them rooms, and not let me book them because they're already booked. So if I check on the system, and you'll see the same is on the database. If I go and I log in, and you'll see that the staff ID has been carried over from the login. If I do a new booking, I can automatically see that I've carried over the staff ID from the dashboard into the new booking form. And how I've done that is in the actual dashboard, the new booking button, I've actually a non-click event which takes this staff ID, TXT staff ID, and puts it into the FRM booking, form booking, staff ID. So if I go to the FRM booking, and if I go to, you'll see that the text box is named staff ID along the top of the name. So if I click on that event, it's going to carry the me.txt staff ID from the dashboard and put it into the booking form. So we're looking at reservations around the 25th and 26th, 27th, 24th, 23rd, up to the 28th, and you'll see there's 2 reservations around the 26th, and we can see in the query that these are for the rooms 1, 2, 4, 5 and 6. So that means that room 3 hasn't been booked. Looking at it from here, can the database determine that? Well, this is what I'm going to show. So I have client-side validation that I need basically to have the different details added before it'll let me proceed with the checks. So you want to make sure that the user has entered data. I'm going to just do 2 rooms. I'm going to say 1 and 2. I'm going to submit the booking, and you'll see rooms are booked in these dates and they're highlighted in red. If I do 4 and 5, you'll see again they've been booked. 4 and 6 have been booked. If I do 3 and 6 and I click, you'll see rooms are booked in these dates highlighted in red. So you can see that room 3 is not booked. If I went and did the same booking, the 26th and 2 nights, and I booked room 3, so I'm only going to book 1 room, and I click submit booking, it's going to give me a booking for that date. Look at the reservations, 64, the 2 dates, and you can actually see it's allowed room 3 to be booked for that date. If I run my SQL server, I can see that that date the room hasn't been booked. The room's now been added for the dates 26th to 12th, 27th to 12th, and it's reservation 64 for them for that particular booking. Again, if I went in and did a new booking, and this time I'm going to maybe go for January the 8th and do 3 nights, and I'm booking 3 rooms, 1, 2 and 3. Submit the booking, and you'll see that it automatically has created a new reservation, 65, 8th to the 1st 18, the 10th to the 1st 18, and the 3 rooms booked for that reservation 65 are 1, 2 and 3. Run my SQL server database, you can see reservation 65 and rooms 1, 2 and 3 have been booked for that. If I go back again and do another one, and a new booking, go for them 3 dates again, so the 9th to the 12th, and I'll do 3 rooms again. 1, 2, 3. It's gonna say them rooms are already booked, and you'll see it highlighted. If I do 4, 5 and 6, you'll see it creates the booking, and it's showing the server this time. Reservation 66 for them dates, and it's 4, 5 and 6 is the room numbers. So the questions we're going to be doing. The next video is how to actually do the code to ensure, first of all, that it checks that the dates are available and the rooms haven't been booked. How you actually highlight the rooms, and if the rooms aren't booked and the booking can go ahead, how you actually then submit that, first of all into the reservations table, and then into the intermediary, the many table, which is the rooms, reservation rooms, so it reservation number and the actual rooms.